chat is tiny, I tell you. We may have to fix that. Welcome to 1111. I hope you're doing good. Today we're digging back into the Lindsay Clancy case. I just did a live, and that was jaw-dropping information that suggests that Lindsay Clancy, there may be proof. What if I told you there may be proof that Lindsay Clancy wasn't alone at the time of what happened to her? OMG, go watch that. I'm not kidding. It's not clickbait. It's going to leave your jaw on the floor. So, in light of that, I want to know, and do you want to know, who was wearing Lindsay Clancy's white Apple Watch? Is that to me? Let me get this chat a little bigger, you guys. Hold on just a second. I have to go into the system to do it, but it's so tiny. And even though I don't read chat as much in this live, I do read it. And it should be a little bigger than that. Okay, let's see right here. And then I got to click right here. I have to go into the system to do it. We got to mute it. All right, let me see here. Boom. There we go. There's everybody. All right, you guys. Are you ready to do this? I want to know. Let's jump over into it. We'll do some shuffling. Who was using Lindsay Clancy's watch? So we're going to start off today with a little tarot, and then we'll jump into a couple other cards as well. Now, hold on. Before we get into this, I want to explain to you that the Queen of Wands is not Lindsay Clancy. I've done enough card readings to realize that's a third energy. You can assign whoever you want to the Queen of Wands, but she is a female that is on the outside. How do I want to put it? She's like a third female, not a third, a three-way. So it's Patrick and Lindsay, and this third female, this Queen of Wands, keeps coming up as like a secret lover. I'll let you decide who that is. In that, if we get the Queen of Wands, that'll be very interesting. Now, also keep in mind there are 3 children in the house. Now, it wouldn't be the baby, but could the watch have been put on Cora, the 5-year-old little girl? Could there be a Queen of Wands energy in the house? Or are we going to see the King of Wands, which is, in my opinion, the ex-husband? You know who I'm talking about, okay? So let's get into this. Remember, everything is alleged. Everything is my humble opinion. Just because it's showing me that doesn't mean I'm interpreting the cards exactly right either. So take everything with a grain of salt. He has a new wife, Wayne. Patrick has a new wife. He married a doctor, fertility doctor. Good question, though. Hey, Smudger. Hey, Callan. Nikki UK. Good to see you all. Miss Jenny Bill. All right, let me understand the energy that was the last one to wear Lindsay's white Apple Watch. High Priestess, it's a secret. And that's a feminine energy. Doesn't mean it was her. It just tells me that there is a big, true secret. It's not cut and dry. Obviously, it wasn't Lindsay. We have the High Priestess, the one that knows and isn't going to tell. So we have the secret. What is the secret of the energy that last wore Lindsay Clancy's white Apple Watch, please? The 7 of Wands, somebody that was planning a defense. This is a defensive energy, 7 of Wands. And also, and then we'll get into different energy. Oh, we get the married card. Holy crap, Ola. Does that tell me a lot? We just talked about Patrick got remarried. He just got remarried right before Lindsay Clancy's trial started. There are a lot of people that were like, it's weird. Like, you get married, so you can't, that means you can't be forced to testify against the other person. That's interesting, because I'm asking, who was wearing Lindsay Clancy's white Apple Watch? I got the secret. So it wasn't Lindsay. There's a secret to be had. Then I got defense and marriage card. So I got to thinking, the secret to defense is to get married kind of card. Doesn't tell me necessarily who was wearing it, but it's suggesting that the marriage protects one or the other, allegedly. Let's continue. High Priestess to the Seven of Wands to the Four of Wands. That's the 1111 card there too. Let's go ahead, take it this way. And let's dig a little deeper. Let's see here. I feel like we'll use the Truth Oracle. You guys, look for it. Look for it. Right here, it's telling us, investigate, explore, and search. Look for it. Who is wearing that watch? It's saying there's a secret that needs to be uncovered. Show me more of this energy of who was wearing the white Apple Watch of Lindsay's. There it is. Mystery. I mean, telling you it's beating all around the bush, isn't it? Unknown. Look, that's a female energy, isn't it? Puzzle, illusion, and confusing. OMG. Look for it, right? And we have a female in a cape. And with that female, it says illusion. Lindsay, isn't it? Do you remember when Lindsay said it was like she was watching herself do it? That is interesting. That is interesting. All right, let's keep going. We'll get one more card from this deck. Last person wearing Lindsay. Oh, what? Reconcile. I told you these people, look, it's the lovers card. And these are lovers that have been apart for a while, that have just come back together. Isn't it weird how Patrick left 2 days before Thanksgiving? And when he came back, that was the start of Lindsay Clancy's issues of not being able to sleep, having insomnia, all these issues. Now, if you go look, well, we'll get into that tomorrow. In the meantime, we have this understanding, concession, repairing, but mostly we have a couple that is reconciling. They did not even investigate Patrick. That blows my mind. That blows my mind, let alone other people. Okay, let's continue. We're going to go back into the tarot. I want to see more about the events itself. Any clues about the events leading up to Lindsay Clancy going out the window of the energies in the room? Divine timing. This was planned. This is the Seven of Pentacles. In the Seven of Pentacles, think of this as somebody planting a seed, nurturing the seed, taking the time to water it, allowing it to stir and grow. It was months, and Lindsay was getting worse and worse and worse after Patrick returned physically from New York. Now, coincidentally, he moved there pretty quick after this happened to the children, and within months, he was dating a female doctor. He didn't marry her until just before the trial started. But you have to ask about the seed being planted and the divine timing of it all. Let's continue together. Whoa, that went wild. Wild card. Oh, so when the timing was right, there was a rush of energy. Who was wearing the Apple Watch with the 52? Who's wearing the Apple Watch with the 52 blood pressure or heart rate? Not showing me much. Could be Patrick, because that is kind of the Patrick, yeah. And then transferred to a child. All right, let's look at this. Look at this. And look at this. Okay, all right, hold on. Whoa. This is crazy. I got to show this to you. Aw, thank you, Miss Q. Thank you, lovely, for the $3 snooper chat. I greatly appreciate you. Okay. I want you to look at this. I'm asking about the watch. It shows me the King of Pentacles is the wearer to start with at some point. This is a masculine energy. This is somebody that's been in the picture for a long time. They're mundane. They do things at their own pace, but they're the king of their own throne. This would suggest an aligned with Patrick. But it switches because he's the king of the pentacle. Consider the pentacle the watch, the subject we're asking about, the white Apple Watch. Pentacles are something tangible. So is the Apple Watch. It goes to a page, a young one. See? A young one. And it's a lie that Lindsay was wearing it the whole time. Because this is the switch right here. It goes to a young one. And it's showing us that it's a lie, that it's a liar, cheater, thiefer kind of thing. So it's going from the King of Pentacles to a page, which is a child. Liar, cheater, thiefer as well. So I'm going to get graphic here for a minute. The 3-year-old little boy. He was in Patrick's office away from the baby and the little girl. He was singled out. And from everything I understand, his feet weren't on the ground. I'm going to put it that way. I'll let you decide how you interpret that. What if the Apple Watch was put on the little boy so that he could tell when the child had had a significant drop in blood pressure to tell, and then he took it off? I'm just asking questions. This is a little page. It could be a female, it could be a male. There's no gender in the tarot. This is a masculine energy. There's masculine and femininity, but just because somebody has a feminine energy doesn't make them a male. However, I'm suggesting that it was transferred to a much younger individual, most likely a child, and that's the Seven of Swords deception, is that it was on Lindsay. Does that make sense? Is the child wearing it? These are questions you're going to get to ask on the next live. All right. So I feel like I got my questions answered. I think we should jump over and see what else we get and let you guys ask the questions. I would suggest, from everything I'm seeing in this reading, with the high priestess, I'm asking again, who's wearing the watch? We've got the high priestess, the secret, a defensive move. And then we have the marriage, so getting married so that you wouldn't have to testify against the other person. We're being told, investigate into this watch, that it's an unknown illusion. And then we got the couple card, which suggests there could be two people involved. We get the divine timing card with all of a sudden the racing energy of off with their heads kind of energy. And then directly answered, King of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. Again, that watch being the pentacle being handed off from the king holding the pentacle over to the page holding the pentacle. This was transferred, which caused the illusion and the deception. That's what I truly feel is the answer. Wow. Debbie says, I'm sorry, but I believe the husband is involved, my opinion, and it makes me so mad. All right, you guys, I appreciate your opinion very much. And you're safe here to share your opinion. Are you ready to find out the answers to all your questions in the Lindsay Clancy case? Because I think you have brilliant questions, far better than even I ask. And so that's why we do this, where we jump over and we allow you guys to ask the questions. Are you ready? Let's jump together. See you in just a minute. We'll be on the live 3 of 3. See you soon.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I'm here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise from the dark.